Hello everybody. To celebrate me reaching 100 subscribers, I will be doing a short Q&A and I'll be doing an interesting challenge. Not many people have done it before, and I'll be telling you what it is after the Q&A finishes, so you have to wait. I started this YouTube channel about a year ago, more than a year ago. Yeah, just under a year ago, and I never thought I'd reach this far. I had a camera at the time, but I didn't know how to use it. So I took a media arts course, and I'm able to make better quality videos. So enough of that, let's go to the Q&A. So I've asked people questions from Instagram, and so let's get the questions out. Zoop. Ben_16710 asks, Gay Cube suggestions. I think you mean GAN Cube. For GAN Cubes, I recommend the GAN 356 Air SM. And Rice_E asks, tips on how to cube fast. Well, you see, to cube fast, you need good cubes. And you can get your good cubes from dailypuzzles.com.au. It is an Australian cubing store located in Adelaide, which is in the south of Australia. And you should get your cubes there. They do domestic and international shipping. And international shipping costs as low as $8 US. And don't forget to use the discount code JVCubes to get a 10% off discount, and plus it supports me as well. And you need good finger tricks. You'll also need good TPS, and because you need finger tricks for TPS, and you'll need a wide knowledge of algorithms. Nav_Cuber asks, what should be the time split for being sub 10? So for being sub 10, I suggest around 6 seconds F12. So to be more specific, you should do your cross in about 1 to 2 seconds, and it should be closer to 1 second, and around 5 seconds for F2L, 2 seconds for OL, and 2 seconds for PLL. So that's 4 seconds for last layer. JJ_Kiwi Boys asks, have you ever got a top 3 in the comp? Well, I have in multi-blind, because only one person ever got more than half of the cubes success. So that means everyone messed up or failed, and that includes me. So that means I have come second in a competition before. Well, if not, none. Patrick JT_ asks, yes. Yes. IK Cubing asks a lot of questions. So he or she asks, what is the best 2x2 in the market? I believe the Volk 2M is the best 2x2 in the market, although the GAN 251M will also come out, but I don't think that will overtake the Volk. What is your main 3x3? My main 3x3 is the GAN 356X numerical IPG. It is yellow springs, and I have strong magnets. So he or she also asks, how did you start cubing? I started cubing in around 2014 when a friend of mine had just had a cube and was able to solve it. So I wanted to also solve it because it looked pretty cool, and he said it wasn't that difficult. You just have to learn the algorithms. So I persisted, and I was able to solve the cube. And who is my favorite YouTuber? JPerm, of course. He posts like the best tutorials and like very good animations. So you should go check him out. NZ_SpeedCuber asks, what made you start cubing? So what made me start cubing? I wanted to learn a skill that not many people have done before, and since I can't really go anywhere outside the house since my mom can't really drive that far, I wanted to develop a hobby that I was able to do at home. So cubing is one of them. So that's how that's what made me start cubing. Rubik's Ronaldo asks, why did you start speed cubing? So speed cubing, I started speed cubing this last December. No, around September last year when I made my YouTube channel, and I wanted to start speed cubing because my brother was looking at a Cuberhythms video and it showed C-fob, and I wanted to learn it. Although it took me more than 5 months to learn it, I was happy that I was able to learn full C-fob. So speed cubing wise, it just seems fun because not many people can see a Rubik's Cube being solved, and not many can also see a Rubik's Cube being solved in under 20 seconds. It's just a cool skill to have. Oh, Jess.Espenlob asks a lot of questions. She asks, what is a cube? A cube is this three-dimensional object that has equal lengths. Why is a cube? I don't know, but a cube has existed because of Mr. Erno Rubik, because he invented it. Who is a cube? I don't know who a cube is, but I don't know. How is a cube? A cube came to existence when Erno Rubik made a Rubik's Cube. So those questions were very interesting because I couldn't answer some of them. Chanel asks, how do you apply formulas into everyday cube solving and how do the formulas work? So formulas into everyday speed cubing, you use these sequences of moves to swap certain pieces. So like for example, in this thing, this formula is called the T-palm. You have to swap these two and these two. So you do an algorithm and then it swaps those pieces. And then you keep swapping those pieces until the cube is solved. And how did the formulas work? I don't know, it's just some random moves. Giovanna.Valerio asks, how can you remember all the algorithms? Well, algorithms, they're made of sequences of triggers, not the trigger, the trigger. So like it's a sequence of 3 or 4 moves. So for example, this algorithm that I showed, this is called the T-palm, and I remember it by doing this move, then bringing that piece down, and then on R2, put that piece here, and then doing RU R prime F. So I get those simple triggers and I use those to memorize an algorithm, and those triggers often pop up in loads of other algorithms, so I use that technique so I can remember a lot. Pip2 asks, what is your clock main? Devil face, devil face, devil face. I don't have a clock, but I do have a huge clock on the wall, and it's really cool, but I don't have a clock main, I'm sorry, I don't do clock. Underscore Muse asks, try and solve a cube x times before x minutes. So yes, I will do that in a future video. If I get enough comments saying to do it, then I will do it in a future video. So in my other account, I said to give me some questions. It says hippity hoppity, do not skippity. So I assume that people do not skip it. Acne Mascara asks, when did you start cubing and why? As I said before, I started cubing because a friend of mine, I was able to solve a Rubik's Cube and it seemed really cool, so I learned how to do it. And when? 2014. Kira on Darkface on AA asks, that doesn't rhyme, stupido. Yes, I know, hoppity and skippity don't rhyme. DJ_MTK asks, how many algorithms do you know? And how many times do you train every day? So for algorithms wise, I know about 80 last layer algorithms, including alternate algorithms. I know about 10 COLLs and 10 ZBLLs, so that brings it up to 100 algorithms for just 3x3 exclusively. For 2x2, I know about 35 CLLs, so that brings it to 135. And I know about 5 B-cube algorithms, including parity and flipping alg. So I also know 40 algorithms for F2L, so that brings it to close to 200 algorithms. And how many times do I practice a day? If it's just a general day, like school days, I only do like an hour. And for weekends, I usually do 2 to 3 hours. And Tanmay_fast asks, when will the 3x3 record be broken? I don't know, probably in the next 10 years. And 3D asks, hippity hoppity, do you like poppity? I don't know who poppity is, but tell me. Sean Mac Cubing asks, your rating area 51. Well, you see, I live in a country called Australia. It is on the opposite side of the world to the US. I can't because it's just too far away. JJ_KiwiBoys asks, is the lube expensive? I need some. If you're talking about the new Chi lubes that I unboxed. So that's all my questions finished for the Q&A. And now I'll be revealing what I'll be doing for my challenge. Well, you guys know I can solve a Rubik's Cube in 9 seconds. And I can even do it one-handed. And if you haven't already, check out that video of me solving the Rubik's Cube underwater. I bet you didn't know I could do that. But one of the most impressive things I've ever done is solve this Rubik's Cube blindfolded. And if that isn't already impressive enough, I'm going to combine my talents. Well, not all my talents. I'm going to solve this Rubik's Cube blindfolded with one hand as fast as I can, but not underwater. So I've stacked mat here to measure my time, and under this cover should be the cube. So I'll start now. So usually it takes me about 3 minutes to memorize the cube, sometimes 4 minutes, and it usually takes me about 2 or 3 minutes to actually solve it. So it should take me around 6 to 8 minutes, at max 10 minutes. So my second attempt.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
So this is the start of my third attempt. So, after 3 attempts, I have finally solved this Rubik's Cube blindfolded, one-handed. And this is the full footage, so you can't tell if I'm cheating or not, because I obviously did not cheat. It took me a total of 6 minutes and 54 seconds. And I'm very happy of that time. So I finally done it. So guys, thank you for watching my 100 subscribers special. I hope you enjoyed the Q&A and me solving this Rubik's Cube blindfolded with one hand. Honestly, I think it would take me forever just to get a success, but after 3 attempts, I finally done it. Also, I will show you something really cool. At the time of filming this, I have reached 127 subscribers, meaning I have gained 27 subscribers as of editing and filming this video. So thanks to your support, I've been growing at a faster rate than I ever thought. And right now, I am on 780 monthly views, so hopefully I can reach to 1,000. By the time I finish this sentence, I'll be able to solve this 2x2 Rubik's Cube. That was a close one. One of the most impressive things I can do is solve this Rubik's Cube blindfolded.
town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.